Enti se yenya backbone bi se ebetimi support yen Cedi no na ahoden abamu a na John Dramani Mahama enye wo na oye no kwade sem de eda ho a na waka enkoye se me na me bomitim aka biribi nti no yenkotie Joy FM for research a wo ye ene ba bia wo de kudi ene won kasa wanu di sem a wo de tugwa.
The amount of gold added to the gold reserve is not up to a ton. Now, the checks we've been doing is that we've been looking at the data from January of this year to April of 2025. This is the available data put out by the Bank of Ghana and is publicly available. And when we did the math, what we realized was that the amount added within this period, assuming that everything was added by the NDC, is around 0.84 tons, and that's not up to a ton. And so if the vice president or the former vice president is claiming that under their tenure or currently they've not even added a ton to the reserve, we can confirm that this claim is true.
Okay. The US dollar itself is on the decline globally, and that has also strengthened. If you go to Zambia, for example, the kwacha has gained a lot of ground also because you have the US dollar declining in value because of what is happening.
Nematifo ne ahwefo akwaba de Bakoda Media TV so samre din ye kachiri ejaye wodi asempa dwumedia watundin chirichirimu. Ena me de som etifo ne ahwefo ti enedi kan roba so amande ne da ho na wa subscribe to the Bakoda Media TV. Na wa beka busua ne ho dwumede ni koso na wa like na wa share na afoforo nso enya bi atie. Omampani John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. We twa atoro kasi bi ma atoro no ehu anwum te sekenten a odi kunsu. Ene den omambia wo na ahoden ewo ni Onyankopon de adom won bi ntimma okuku o gold or diamond na Ghana de ye wasa ne mani nyina bi na wohwe Africa ha Ghana is the leading producing country of gold sika kokko na South Africa to so ebien na yorokosem ne say if independence kwa America penso abc 2016 na yen gold reserves 8.7 tons yorokosem uko Tunisia 178 won to gold wo ho yen na to gold no 8.7 enti na eyanim guase enti adodan kwa kufuado one Alhaji Muhammad Baumia be so amengwani mu no wo yese wo ngu Ghana ni mase enti obepeja na kwosoro enti obehwa 2022-2023 eshutuko 22 tons obefia ben mu 2024 na yen gold reserves no ewo 31.3 ana 31 muho baby imprimika say ni NDC for the abeka ho ye 0.84 endu 1 tompo nenso Omampayin John Dramani Mahama de bon ho safro hen se Ghana Gold Board na watew no eno na ma gold no ashutu akwakodu 31.37 enti wonto nyum frɛ wo na eyi ena Joy FM what is asem na pena so ena na yenye hwehwem ne yenhwe se Omampayin John Dramani Mahama asem o kai eye no kwara na asenye no kware into obo echi call Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana gold you na ohwe so. Impring how many tons ene ye wo? Ahe ene ye defi 8.7 no ebedui ansa na MPP fi aban mu. Na NDC ahe no wode abeka ho. Won hwehwemu kire se ni NDC fo abosume enum yi gold board echi $10,000 ya wache ni adi nyina echi no 0.84 ena omanya endu 1 ton nti me hu se me frɛ no 0.84 ton endu 1 ton enti momye yankunta bi wo hana yenhwɛ hade YouTube mra ni ya kyire siw sɛ ne be ya nsɛm nkyiremu no wobate ase yie sa 31.37 tons no okote 38.7 tons ne fi 31.37 ni mo obenya 22.67. What is 0.84 ni fi 22.67 ni mo obenya 21.87. Inti asichira ne say MPP people be fa menwa no 2017 no what is 21.87 tons and ebeka 8.7 tons on honi ebenya 31.31 and this for the 0.84 abusumenumi inti se yenya backbone business ebetimi support yen Cedi no na ahoden abamu a na John Dramani Mahama ehye wo na oye no kwade sem de eda ho a na waka enkoye se me na mebɔ metim aka biribi nti no yenkotue Joy FM fo research a woye en ba bia wode kuzdi en won kasa wanu di sem a wode tugwa na Ghana fu nyina ate na ebi ate na won tia se yenti na medi nkyiremu bra mu momyenkotie na esi wo Joy FM.
The amount of gold added to the gold reserve is not up to a ton. Now, the checks we've been doing is that we've been looking at the data from January of this year to April of 2025. This is the available data put out by the Bank of Ghana and is publicly available. And when we did the math, what we realized was that the amount added within this period, assuming that everything was added by the NDC, is around 0.84 tons, and that's not up to a ton. And so if the vice president or the former vice president is claiming that under their tenure or currently they've not even added a ton to the reserve, we can confirm that this claim is true.
Okay. Yo Ghana for eneda ho no entinsin ne ye 31.37 na NDC fo abosuma num ipe ena wode anya saa gold no gold reserves na omampanyi John Dramani Mahama ogu PMMC no ofomo ye no ofomo ma oni ni nua Mahama John Dramani Mahama ena ni nua contractor Mahama engineer Mahama oni na busua enti wo share that semi jemfe kotu ano se tena ho na yemfa biribia mfa wo so na ka ebe ye wonwa se oman a ye the leading producing of gold na nka yen gold nyina 8.7 eya yorokosam kese na eye fere nso na mo wunya mambu papa bi te se adodan kwa Ekufuado MPP amambu no a na obetimi de 21.87 tons aka ho a na ono na emfa credit emfa mano ene okọ bere biara NDC fo edanwa no one ma Cedi agina esan say wo good reserves emri bi atwa mfifi ko take asem bi se omanpanyin President Kofidi ewu kufuo Ghana good reserves wa toni nyina ma ne ba ko pempo samre ba ko pempo na ho samre no na ono no ye propaganda secretary for NDC Abrentinya akwanya so ba be minister deputy finance minister na oko vetting na obisan sawe wo kai won kai aye kaio emiri bi atwamu kan say omanpanin Kofidi ewu kufuo Ghana for gold reserves yan ahoden kakra ye de back yen ho no omanpanin atoni nyina di abranti gina obubu na ni pripri say Kingsway toy ne obeka ne say hey the political talk yo and this for the political talk ya twa ntrone kontompone na braba sama Ghana for agwedi ende won ena wodi oman so then so ohwe abusumi anum yi na 21st ye twema ye nrei na nka university mpanifo senior lecturers say work or strike esa won sem bia aban pese oka ho asem nti na nka nye won wasa 5 months in government what me anya first demonstration enye babia se school pomu the elite wo pe babia krachefo wa a University of Ghana and other universities na sa senior si a woni mo de orthographic a wonsi ni ti ase wokenkan ahum nsem enti woni mo ni amamu ni sokọ wontimi nkogire nda ni nka nje ne se Cedi na appreciate no eye wo na waye wonde wonim na se wotimi kase ensem bi asesa woni yen ka woni yen kanti ye ko demonstration in 5 months in government na John Dramani Mahama ni emeka kire wa na se wabon yo wabon na nka umpode we are the luckiest vice president watwam no wasabai the luckiest president isan se Ghana ha adodode positions are handle from assemblyman to deputy minister of communication, the substantive minister to vice president, and then ubedi meet kakra and substantive president. And then this is the third John coming. Na fe wo ye numa trokansa no na ye dinga ye mfa mawo Koda Media TV suni aya awere ho sem papa se omanpani ukogina ho na uka se 31.37 no mu gold board na ma form no ana timi produce sa tons no meaning potense we ya bakwasa mo school history university enti nka wonim de niema bi atwam kode nka obehu nanka obi o ya bakwasa mo de nanka dem bio obi meka nkirewo se wo beka kirewo so de a ene na won a wode nsam no soma wo meka kirewo na won ka no kware nkirewo mak ye propaganda fi opposition ya ba ban mu na ban mu nso present why propaganda we be dear menway and everything is at your disposal be biara Ghana japadi nyina da wonanso na no so why propaganda ayo hosem enti Uncle John yebesre wasa asem nifia won fa asem mbafie aduan so a wambete wo mame mukase no ayachiwade wonni wabayo mampan yebesre sa asem biara ba beto ama Ghana fo biara no na enokware wom sa pa na wani murigu ase sanse wonsem ado beto no ebidu baby na obi ntie bio sanse wonsem ntan ye nokware say 31.37 tons of gold na enega na enya no mo na maye because of sa gold board na matew no and am Cedi no etimi appreciate it. Na Cedi ni mpode omampanyin win important say Chinese and American trade no nsem aba ho wutie ni a yewura Donald Trump okeka ne tariffs a ode abeto ho ede atia China fo na China fo nso won bu afu so okay sa na tede a ene di ugwa ne nso yendi yegwa. So now the trending currency in the world air dollar no onye adwuma otefaako de a na sane ebebe ani why so sikani owu sika nso onfa ne sika nya adwuma onfa bi nto aduan di fa bi to aduan di ne hwe sa wo sika. Secondly, enamika say wo finance ministry bia ni ho a wa man kapre ministry bia ni ho a ato 14 minister of Ghana finance wa man kapre be education minister of whatever or man tro enti wo de bo ho safo hene say Cedi na nya nan di nyina so a wo de mamiri sisi sika na won start abandon starting and spend it contractor for won sika kamu no tuatuane ehwe eho na fiye babebo abaso na ne oye de ai se waye nkwan na won kan hwe na wani agi se waye nkwan ye de enti ye besre abandada no obo no homoden sankonta yebui or the 21.87 tons and ebeka yende dada no 8.7 no ho mobile senia Joy FM fo kan na atora wutwa na Joy FM fo sebe wabepa ho ntama no was 0.84 enipo endi 120 min hu se na mesi frɛ ne fa eno na mo mfa mbom ho safin na mo mfa credit ne man na dan kwakufu ado ene Alhaji Mahama Bawumia na Alhaji so kan sembi wose nia mo kan no nya no kware enti Alhaji so kasai enti mumie nkotie ni Alhaji Mahama Bawumia, the former vice president, presidential flag bearer of the new patriotic party or the nanudi nsembi abeto enti nkonkotie na sansem na kan ne kire se president watwa atoro nso anka won kan kire panyin se watwa atoro na yi pimpin was in pain democracy everybody must have a say.
The appreciation of the Cedi that we have seen recently. I think one of the things that if you ask a simple question to the NDC to point out exactly what policy they have implemented that has resulted in the appreciation of the Cedi, they cannot tell you one that has been implemented, not sort of talked about, but actually implemented. They cannot tell you one such policy. They only pass their budget in March. They've not even issued any contracts and paid for anything, pretty much. So you cannot ascribe what is happening to the currency to a policy that they have implemented. There's no such policy that has been implemented that has had that impact yet. For me, we had anticipated the impact of gold in this economy. I talked about it when we got into dire straits in 2022. Bank of Ghana had bought $5 billion worth of gold. After all the noise of the election, people are paying attention to our reserves. That is one thing, which we have built to 30 tons. Secondly, you've mentioned that the US dollar itself is on the decline globally. And that has also strengthened. If you go to Zambia, for example, the kwacha has gained a lot of ground also because you have the US dollar declining in value because of what is happening in the US with all of that. So I think those are, and then there's the third element, is that they are not spending. I mean, if you are managing an economy, you have to pay your bills. They are not paying IPPs, for example. This is why the doomsday is so acute, and they are not paying contractors. So when you are not spending, there's less pressure on your currency. So those are some of the reasons why you are seeing an appreciation.
Koda Media TV sini. Edini ye kachiri eja ya odi asempa. Jumedini di chirichirim. Enti bi di nchirimu na mede abrega na fu. Ebi obi ate wanti ni ye. Ena mede mu nchirimu e de abremu. Mpanyisa asempa ohi etia. Mede besi ha. Wachina mu nhwe manim. Mede do siko na mede foforo abremu. Damase.